Great. Hello, everyone. This is Peter. I'm Peter Gibson. I'm here with Bob Skay, and Sarah has asked us to share our experience with the Rutgers Leadership Academy and how we really extended our network to create some additional funding and positively impact the Rutgers Leadership Academy. So my experience with the Rutgers Leadership Academy started about 8 years ago. We wanted to create an organization that would work with the student athletes to help them with career development and help them focus in areas that would help them after the sports. So we established a group led by Sean Tucker that works with the 550 or so student athletes. About 2 years ago, we realized that there was more that we wanted to do. We wanted to extend the services, extend the programs, add more staff, and we're 100% funded by folks like me. So the university, we're funded by sponsors like myself. We're not funded by the university. So we needed to extend our network to be able to provide additional support. So we really were looking for like-minded individuals, folks that were successful in business, they had prior experience in sports, but they really, more importantly, like to mentor people. They like to help others. So there's a giving aspect to those folks, which is really why Bob was one of the first guys that I thought of. Runs a national sales organization, for Dun & Bradstreet, large firm, but former athlete and likes to help people. And the benefit of working with student athletes is that they are a cut above. They are a cut above the rest. They multitask, they do their sport, they do school, they take feedback. So coaches give them feedback, which is really important to be coachable in business. And they know when to focus. We all know when it's game time, it's time to focus on the deadline. They know when to concentrate. They know when they need to just get the task done. So there's a benefit to it. So that's what we did. We created an advisory council. There were 10 of us that are on the advisory board for Rutgers Leadership. We committed for a 5-year period, $20K per year. So therefore we raised $1 million. But we got involved. We mentored, and I think Bob's probably the best example we have of a person who got involved and who really was able to impact the program. So Bob, would love if you could share your experience in working with Rutgers Leadership Academy.
Sure, Peter. Thank you, and really appreciative that we had the opportunity to become involved. So Peter and I know each other for about a decade, and we're friends far before this. We've been involved for about 3 years here at Dun & Bradstreet, and as a Rutgers grad myself, I've always been involved in the program, and Peter knew that. And we were friends, and being part of a New Jersey headquartered, global company headquartered in New Jersey, it made perfect sense for us to become involved in Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey. One of our core values here is to be inherently generous and to give back to our communities. So it makes a lot of sense for us to work with the kids at Rutgers very broadly, but also with the Leadership Academy and the student athletes, because they do in fact have what we're looking for in terms of people in the workplace. And Peter mentioned a few of those attributes, but certainly competitiveness. I run a sales organization. Competitiveness and drive and determination and coachability are all really important characteristics for us. So it was a perfect fit for us to become involved. This is our 3rd year, and what we tend to do is put programs in place like internships and externships. We work with Sean and Sarah and others to put programs together that fit around the student athletes' schedules, and we try to encourage them to become involved and understand kind of the business world and get some context. A very brief story, one example in particular with one of the football players by chance. I originally went down and presented to that team. I connected with someone in particular who happened to be a captain last year. He came and did an externship with us. He built a few relationships here on his own. He showed a lot of initiative. I was always impressed with his curiosity. Very intelligent young man. And then he was debating whether to go to pro football or not, and we actually worked with him a little bit to talk about whether that made sense for him. And he's got a relative that's in the NFL. And I was honored and privileged to be able to work with him to talk him through that. And as it turns out, he's going to decide to go into the business world, and frankly, he's going to come and work for us. And that's a real win-win for us and for him, but that's the type of individual that we're looking for to bring into the business world, but also to help them and in a sense mentor them. And so it's been a perfect relationship and great partnership with the Leadership Academy between Dun & Bradstreet and Rutgers University, and we couldn't be happier about where we are with it and continuing for years to come. And I thank Peter for bringing us in. I mean, it's been a terrific experience for me personally, by the way. And as you as fundraisers talk to your potential donors, the donor themselves and the sponsors at these corporations will get a lot out of it themselves. I get a lot more back than I give, to be honest with you. But Peter, I hand it back to you.
Right, great.